Aman, Ankit, Mohammed, Shrishti, Reshika, welcome to the group. Okay, so this is a class for spoken English. Very good evening, guys. Very good evening. Quickly join in. Hi, Ankit. Who are the others? People who? Huh. Hi, Mohammed. Okay, you had a session earlier also, no? Spoken English one, or this is your first class? What is it? Because three faculties are taking the course, so that is why I'm asking. There are three different modules. You all know about it, right? There are three different modules when I talk about spoken English. Okay. Right. Hi, all of you. Okay. So obviously you have joined the course, which means you understand the importance of spoken English, all of you. Yeah. Before I even begin, so today is just an introduction session. I am going to take the grammar module of this course. There's second module, which is based on total pronunciation module. Third module will be a vocabulary module. So there are three modules in this course. Okay. I'll talk about it in detail. But the first thing which I would like to, which I would like to ask to all of you is, right now in the present condition, how do you rate yourself when you talk about English conversation? How fluent you are, guys? How fluent you are out of 1 to 10? How will you rate yourself? Tell me, Aman, Amit, Ankit, Mohammed, Rishika, Shrishti. Tell me. I want all of your answers. Out of 1 to 10, 6 or 5, maybe 6.5. Okay, Amit, 6.5. Okay. Mohammed is saying 5. Okay. Rishika 5, fluent. Huh. How fluent you are? Okay. Others don't want to share? Still thinking? Hmm. Okay. Now, guys, remember. So it's still a level which is very low. When I talk about spoken English, when I talk about fluency, it is a part of communication. Why it is necessary as spoken English course, particularly if you have joined, you know the importance. Anywhere in life, if you talk about your career, if you talk about, we are now international, right? English is a standard language used everywhere to communicate, in your office. Yeah, it is a part of your life. It will be a part of your very important part of your career, or probably with the new teams or your friends, new colleagues, right? Whosoever, if you are very good, or if you, I would say the other way around, if you lack in communication, English communication, uh, it shows, right? And there's lack of confidence that comes with it, which is not cool, which is not good. So for your personality development, for your interviews, everywhere it is required. Okay. So all of you are saying 6.55. I hope by the end of the session, if you do what we are telling you to do in this course, it will of course the numbers will come up. Yeah, the ranks that you have given yourself will probably come up. Okay, so fluency, or when I talk about spoken English, the name itself says spoken English. So how many of you communicate in English with your friends or anybody at home? How many of you actually communicate in English on a regular basis? Very seriously, on a regular basis, I'm saying. The whole problem is that we don't have people, or we don't know those kind of people, or at home we probably use our uh, local language, right? So it is rare. We hardly get a chance like that. That's true, right? We hardly get a chance like that to speak in complete English, right? That is one thing we face probably, right? We don't have a group of friends like that, or we don't have people at home who are very fluent. Okay, so that's one thing. Now remember, guys, okay, I'll come to the part how to prepare, or there is one trick also what you have to follow for it. But okay, because it's introduction course overview, please see, these are the three modules. Can everybody see the PPT? Just can you tell me once? PPT visible? Yes. Can you see the three modules? So this one I'm going to take, guys. Grammar one I'm going to take. I hope you all know my name also. Okay. Pronunciation fluency, Kanak ma'am is there. Vocabulary, Hardik sir is there. So the three faculties of English at Olive Board. Okay, we have picked up each module, whatever is strong point of ours. So grammar will be taken by me. Okay, grammar basics. Grammar is also important in English. I'll tell you why. Pronunciation and three. These three together can help you with your spoken English or communication. You understand that? So therefore, divide it into three. Now, guys, your lectures, the ones that I'm going to take particularly. Now, there's a list added to it, of course. Don't worry about this list. You will get the course on the website. You will get all the classes, which are the classes, what are the topics. Today is just introduction. Okay. So I'll tell you what I have to talk about. The chapters, basic English grammar. Now, guys, it is not the grammar. Please remember why grammar here is different. It's not that kind of grammar which you do for air spotting in bank exams or MBA exams or competitive exams. You are not getting questions here. Grammar while speaking. If you go wrong with grammar while conversing, you know, probably that will be a hindrance to your speech or fluency. You understand that part? So there are certain basic things. For example, subject verb agreement. Okay, while communicating, also certain chapters or rules that will be important for all of you is subject verb agreement. Major people go wrong with the tenses. Okay, so that's the crux, that's the, I would say, building block, foundation of it. Tenses you can't go wrong with when you're doing grammar for spoken English. So first I would say, yeah, it's subject verb agreement, uh, which verb to use according to the subject. Tenses you can't go wrong with. Then while speaking, many of you get confused with modals like can usage, could usage. What's the difference between could and should? Yeah, will or would. Okay, so those things we will concentrate or focus more on. So it's not like your syllabus of any competitive exam where you get questions based on grammar. No, it's different. So while in speech, what is the grammar which is required, or which is the grammar which is more important, we'll be covering all of that. Is it clear, everybody? Yes. Now, what will help is definitely if you have been a student of other batches also where you have been learning, competitive English, definitely that learning will help here also. Okay. But yeah, this is what we'll be doing from the beginning, from the scratch. So you don't have to worry about, even if you are a person who has not touched grammar since a long time, not to worry. Okay. I'll cover every basic you want in, of course, you require in speech. Okay. Yeah. So why is grammar important? Suppose you're conversing with somebody, right? You're conversing with the second person and you go wrong with your grammar. A very basic example I will give you. So many people go wrong with it and it is so irritating. I've actually blocked people on WhatsApp because of this. Means how can people not know such basic stuff? It gives a wrong, it gives a very, I won't say it gives a great impression, right? Huh. So today you are judged obviously all the time. So I have seen people who didn't slept. Is this wrong or is this correct? I mean, this is a very basic example. You do text messages, you use WhatsApp, guys, you use Facebook. You will notice some people, if you want to check their grammar, no, huh? If you want to check their grammar, if they're making this error, no, trust me, they are very poor at it, poor at grammar. You get to judge it very quickly. Huh. With didn't, we always use the first form of verb. With didn't or did, yes, very good. Huh. So it should be didn't sleep. Okay, right? Huh. Didn't eat, didn't sleep, didn't go, not didn't went. Okay. Huh. So didn't sleep. Clear? Right. So we all know this is a very basic thing with did or didn't, but this basic thing also many people go wrong with. Let me tell you, did or didn't, we use the first form of verb. Things like these, right? So why is grammar important? If you make these mistakes, obviously the other person will actually lose the focus of what you are, lose the focus on what you're trying to convey, right? Of the whole meaning. They are instead concentrating on your error now. Okay, right. He doesn't even know that it means didn't, but didn't you use the first form, it should be didn't sleep. You understand? The flow breaks. For the person who is a listener also, for that person also, who is a listener, the flow breaks. Okay? Therefore, grammar is important. Now, because it is an introduction class, there are few things which I would like you to follow. We'll come into the detail of a particular chapter or rules later on in the later classes, but there are things I would like you to do. Okay, language or conversation, or you can only be good at it. Okay, you can be only fluent if you speak. If each day you converse in English, if each day you speak. For people who do not have companions, friends, or family members who converse with them in English, there is a problem. Now, again, I have a process for them also, what they can do. You have a recorder on your phones, guys, or no? Every phone has it, but I don't know. Mirror practice is okay. Recorder is there. Yes, okay. So yeah, the small exercise that I want all of you to follow. Okay, grammar learning approach, I am there, so you don't have to worry at all about grammar learning approach. When I am there, no need to worry about grammar at all. I'll cover that. Okay, recorder is there. What I want you to do is make a list of say 10 to 12 topics, and very simple one, very simple ones. 10 to 12 topics. Okay, guys, please, you have to follow this exercise, you have to do this exercise, and you have to share this experience of this exercise in the next class also with me. Topics like, I will give you the topics: hobby, my favorite hobby or hobbies. Okay, random topic like reading, anything, any random. Love marriages. Okay, um food can be a topic. Okay, right. Huh. Work life can be a topic. Okay, take interesting ones. Okay, don't take very current affair topics, don't do that. Okay, so pick up very interesting 10 to 12 topics like this. You made a list. Old age, yeah, anything, yeah, whatever comes to your mind. Second step is switch on the recorder. Now what you have to do is, for complete 1 to 2 minutes, you have to speak something spontaneously. Okay, come out with, uh, of course, speak about the topic. It should be spontaneous without prior preparation, like we do in extempo. Yeah, you have to be spontaneous, you have to speak about these topics, right? You just start randomly, you just start speaking about it. Namita has joined. Okay, Namita, very good evening. Okay, so guys, 1.52 minutes. Obviously, you take gap for breathing. Obviously, that I'm not saying. Otherwise, you can't take gaps. The trick here is, the rule here is, rule of the game is that you can't pause. You can't take long pauses. No long pause when you're doing this. Okay, is it clear till here, guys? Everybody? Okay, you can't take long pauses. Okay, now you have to repeat. Okay, now 1 to 2 minutes you have recorded that. Listen to that. Okay, you have got your content ready. So you see, what did I say? Randomly, spontaneous when I had to say. Then on a rough sheet, now the fourth step is, on the rough sheet you can add on points. Okay, the bullet points which you should mention in the topic. Then for the second time again, repeat. Fifth is, repeat the same topic and say. You will see the note, you will notice the difference in the quality of content you are delivering. What songs, Ankit? As a topic, you are saying songs. Yeah, anything and everything can be the topic. Please, again, guys, I'll give you an example. Let's try this. Okay, reading. I select reading today. Okay. Uh, I have got 1 or 2 minutes. You can time me, guys, if you like. But I am starting to say, okay. So reading is an exercise which probably everyone must do, whether it is a student, of course, or a student, a person going for a job, or any and everyone, right? Um, Reading makes a man, right? If you read, you are exposed to a variety of topics, you are exposed to a life which is very different from your own, so which helps you broaden your aspects related to various subjects. It broadens, definitely it increases your knowledge. Yeah, it adds on to your experience in life. Okay, my favorite book is, or the Kite Runner, which is by my favorite author Khaled Hosseini. I got into the habit of reading since childhood, because on my birthdays, my aunt used to give me novels instead of toys. Also, I was lucky to have companions or friends in my graduation which loved reading, and they kind of inspired me to read good books. I have my own collection of approx 250 books, which I usually share with others. But again, I don't like people, of course, not returning my books. I am an avid reader. I don't prefer making goals on how many books to read per month, but I try to read at least one. With my job life, I try to take out time during the weekends and finish one book in a month at least. How did I do, guys? 1 minute over or no? I ended up early. This is how you have to do. Okay, so what did I don't know, it was so random, I don't remember. Okay, but yeah, I'll pen down what I just said. Okay, and then I will try to change the script little bit, and then I'll do the same exercise and record it. Okay, how can I now use better sentences, or what I just said, plain and simple, whatever came to my mind, how can I improve on that? Okay, you are getting my point, guys. I'm showing you the exercise. I hope I was decent enough. Ankit, Amit, what do you say? I don't know my favorite book already. I mentioned it. It's the Kite Runner. Kite Runner. I have a, of course, list of books which I like, but this is one of the favorites, definitely, by Khalid Hosseini. Okay, right. So guys, you're getting the point, Shrishti and all the other people, you're getting the point how you have to say, and then you have to pause, you have to note down what you said in short. How can I paraphrase it, or communicate, or say this in a better way? How can I use probably impressive phrases or impressive words, and then again record when I'm saying. Okay, so very simple basic topics you start with. This impromptu thing, you start with basic topics. You don't even need a companion for this. It's like your self improvement kind of thing. You don't need another person for it. Okay, to converse also, because I am keeping the point in mind that it is not every time you'll have people around who would love to communicate with you in English. Keeping that in mind, this is an excellent exercise you can do. Clear? Okay, so probably after a few sessions I will ask you, did you try it and how was the experience? Okay, see, putting an effort if you want to actually improve something is important. So I know this might be very odd in the beginning, yeah, doing this exercise, but this is, you are putting or investing, or putting an effort to it. So definitely it will eventually help you improve. Clear? Right? Now, why is grammar important? I've already told you. If people are focusing more on your incorrect grammar, they will lose the entire intent of your message. Right? Why you actually were talking to them, or what you actually implied or trying to tell them. You lose the entire focus, and the entire focus will be on your grammar error. So that is why grammar in spoken English is also important. Okay, yeah, Ankita, welcome to the group, welcome to the class. Right? Clear? This much is clear, guys. Now first, another queries that you can ask me, guys, as it is the introduction, where you particularly feel you face problem. Everybody, with words, with pronunciations, what is it particularly? Because then I will ask you a small pronunciation quiz. We'll have very basic words I'll ask you. Ankit, only grammar? Then you are in safe hands. Safe hands, I would say. Retain words, what does that mean, Amit? Remember the meaning of the word, or what is it? Retain the pronunciation, what is it? Meanings, okay, that also I'll talk about. There is only one process with words and meanings to remember those. See, one more thing I have to talk about, which you all mistake. Please understand, uh, if I say effective communication, actually, it is, you know this sign, not equal to fancy English words or even English, I would say. Okay. Huh. So, if I talk about in a practical sense in real life, effective communication, it is just you're able to put your idea across correctly. Able to put your idea across, or your message across, right? Correctly, accurately. It is not knowing a lot of words. Effective communication doesn't mean knowing a lot of words, but yeah, that's impressive communication. Okay. Okay, you want to be a great presenter, you want to give a presentation, and you want to be very very impressive, then the vocab part or it comes into picture, then the fancy words can help. Okay, But in normal life, you know, when you're interacting with your sorry, colleagues, interacting with your friends or family members, effective communication, you're able to put your thought uh, across very accurately. Now, grammar can be, poor grammar can be a hindrance. If you don't know your grammar well and you're doing mistakes, that can definitely be a hindrance. But fancy words, no, you don't require. You require very normal words to express your thought. Now, normal words also people face problem because you don't read. I don't think there's a better way to prepare words than reading regularly. How many of your readers here? Can you just tell me? Give me an idea. Aman, Namita, how many of you are good regular readers? Anything? At least you read one article per day. Any reader here? Books, novels? No, nobody. Only Amit is there. Others don't read at all. How many hours you give per day to reading, Amit? Okay. Namita reads novels. Okay. Shrishti, 2 hours is good enough. Good enough. Okay. Now another thing, if you want to improve your communication, YT in English you watch, YouTube in English, good. That's a great way. Okay. Some of the shows and books you should follow. Novels particularly, if you have not read, don't read Chetan Bhagat. That will not give you good language or words. Take this list, guys. Note down this list. If you want the recent one and an amazing one, I will give you that also. Robert Singh. This I completed 2 months back. It was an awesome one, no? Where the crawdads sing. One, two, three. Animal Farm by George Orwell. Good one. It's a classic. Okay, Shishti, are you noting it down? Ankit, yeah, everybody tells others to read Alchemist, but you know what? I'm guilty of acknowledging that I haven't read it. Okay, so I'll not suggest whatever I have not read. I'd never suggest. But these are excellent, and you can take my word on it. And there was a recent movie, right, which was released uh, on a Bollywood movie on a novel only, based on a novel only. Which one was that? The White Tiger. The novel is pretty, it's way better than the movie. Okay, so fifth one, you can read the novel. Okay, and Shrishti, if you have, of course, Netflix, Prime, whatever, if you have access to these streaming websites, there are actual shows which can help improve your language. Okay, that also I'll mention for you. So it's a good way to learn English, mixing or combining it with entertainment. Okay, Shrishti, and others also. Definitely, it's a great way. Watch these. Keep watching English shows or good web series of English, because whatever you are listening, it is getting into your mind. Whatever you're reading, it's the way of using language. You're reading it, you're listening to it, you're practicing speaking it. All of this will eventually combine and help you. Getting my point? Amit, you have read all the three. Which three you have read? The first three? Acha, Alchemist you're talking about. Okay, fine. But you read these, and you will thank me for that. If you read these, you will love these books. That I can guarantee. Okay, so guys, both the things. When you put communication or English into use, how will you put English into use, guys? By speaking, by listening, or reading. Speaking, the exercise which I talked about in the first slide, do that. For reading, these are the books. Listening, watch these shows, watch English news channels. All three together will then contribute to your learning. Understanding my point? Three exercises: speaking, reading, and listening. Grammar, you don't worry about. I'm telling you, I'll tell you grammar in the easiest way possible, and it's not tricky. Grammar is not tricky. The grammar we use while speaking is not tricky at all. I will cover that in the class for all of you. Okay. Any other query you ask? Today I'm not going to start with any chapter. We all have sessions. It's just an introduction session today. So any query you want to ask me, you ask me. Anything? How many of you are working here? Because the time for this batch 9 p.m. was decided because many students might be working and they don't get time to then take lectures, yeah, throughout the day. So 9 p.m. was decided. How many of you are working here? Anyone? No. Okay. Okay. Right. Any query, guys? You ask me. Otherwise, for introduction, this is it. Then I'll come up with the topics. Accent later. Ankit, right now, no. Right now, work on fluency first. Accent is a second stage, second step. We follow, yeah, accent you can always copy and it's not bigger deal, that bigger deal. First step is fluency. Okay, right. Anything else, guys? What happened? No? Say something, Namita, Shishti, Amit. Shiva, Mohammed, why are you people? Rishika, why are you people quiet so much? Quiet. Aman. Okay. Will you practice, guys? I've given you one simple exercise. Start with that. Then we'll start with the grammar lecture in the next one. Okay. Grammar बहुत weak है. Shrishti, I'm there. I'm telling you. Take my grammar lecture. Just have some patience. Next batches are grammar chapters only, which we'll be doing. So yeah, I'll make sure you will not say that again. Okay. For today, please follow these books and shows. Also follow the exercise that I have given you. Okay. And there are 3 modules. Okay, Rishika, don't worry about grammar. I'm telling you, don't worry. Okay, 3 modules, guys, in this batch which you have. This is course overview class, so I have to tell you this. Pronunciation, grammar module, and vocab module. Okay, each taken by a single faculty. So we'll be covering everything. Grammar is on me. Don't worry about it. Be there in the next class. We'll start with probably tenses and then we'll move further. Okay, all the rules will be covered in the session. Chalo, okay. Okay, this is it for right now. I'll see you in the next class. This was just an introduction though, but PDF will be shared for this session also. Okay. All of you know the schedule, right? You know where to see the schedule. It's there on the website, so you can easily find it. Okay. All sessions will be live for this batch. There are no videos as such. So all the live sessions, you just check the dates, right? Thank you. Thank you, guys.